once again, Sanchez gets the job. To go.
Wow.
Johnson gets one. Oh my goodness. We're coming to the final lap.
Hello and welcome everybody to Bristol Motor Speedway here on PRA Network 2. I'm your host Phoenix and I'm here with my buddy Flashbang Shannon Milliken. Say hi, Shannon.
Hi.
He is the official for tonight's races here in the PRA Short Track Extravaganza. We have the Asphalt Series at 9 p.m. Eastern here, and we have the Late Model Stock Series at 10 p.m. Eastern afterward. And before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and start with the history of the Bristol Motor Speedway. Before I begin, I want your thoughts, Shannon, on Bristol Motor Speedway.
PRA is pretty famous for doing season finales at this track. I have a love-hate relationship with this one.
Yeah, so for those that are tuning in, before we started iRacing here at PRA, we got our PC start over at Wreckfest. And on Wreckfest, you have some modded tracks on the PC side. And one of the very track-packed mod tracks is Bristol Motor Speedway. And so every season it was, for a long time, it was a tradition here at PRA PC Wreckfest to make Bristol Motor Speedway the season finale. And let me tell you, the first few times we went to Bristol in the stock car series in Wreckfest, it was a barn burner, to say the least. There was a lot of crashes on the final laps, you know, crazy drama going across the line, big championship drama going across the line. And then after a little while, it got a little, you know, I'm not going to say boring, but it kind of got strung out over the last few races we did there. You know, there wasn't as much excitement. Everybody kind of started falling in their lines and, You know, it was far less exciting to watch on the broadcast, but far less stressful as an official. So yeah, we're here at the famous Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum, and it's in not technically in Bristol, but it's in the Tri-Cities of Tennessee. I don't remember what the other cities are, but it's Bristol mainly. But there are 3 cities kind of combined right here, and it's a half a mile short track, and it's a concrete drive instead of asphalt. So that eats away the tires a whole lot more.
Yeah, it does. Tires tonight are going to be pretty important, despite the fact that at least the street stocks here are going to be wide open. I was actually supposed to go to this track when NASCAR had dirt on it the first time. A friend of mine got his tickets, but I caught COVID right before, so I couldn't go anywhere. And that was right when COVID was actually a problem.
Right. Unfortunate. There's a lot of things that happened during that time period that was just unfortunate.
Yeah.
And so, as we're getting ready for qualifying here in 2.5 minutes, I'm going to show the point standings as of Oswego. Austin LeBlanc has 8 points on Roger Saucier. So with 9 cars in the field, I think that's all that's here. 9 cars so far. So with 9 cars in the field, it is possible for Austin not to win this championship if Roger wins the race or Rodney wins the race and leads every lap and Austin finishes last. That would be a heartbreaker for Austin LeBlanc at this point.
Yeah, it's also one of those scenarios where probably not going to happen, but then again, now that I've said that, he's probably going to end up upside down in a fence somewhere.
Don't curse him like
But
that.
I'm not trying to. I'm really not. But at the same time, it's still present. It's still a factor that he's going to have to think about. But we'll see.
Yeah, and if we go back to the current timings, you can see that Austin's in 8th and
Sharon, I'm
Roger's
listening
in
to the
1st.
broadcast. Don't you dare jinx me.
Getting yelled at.
Yeah, I heard him. He just heard himself on the broadcast. But yeah, if you look, the second place in the points is the leader right now in the practice session. So pressure is on for Austin LeBlanc to perform at least mediocre at tonight's race.
Yeah, this is a track where I know, at least in iRacing, it kind of, with tracks like Daytona or Talladega, like super speedways, you learn how to hold a line. Bristol has a really funny way of making sure you hold a line, because you're either going to be up against the wall and stuck in the fence, or you're going to be sideways, and you don't want to be sideways. Sideways does not end well here.
Absolutely. And so we have in the race tonight, we got Roger Saucier, Rodney Roberts, Nick Baum, Cody Johnson, one of our board of directors, Joey Kuba, Chucky Walden is actually here with us tonight, Alex Jones is with us tonight, Austin LeBlanc, and are you racing or are you going to just officiate?
I am going to sit here and officiate. I am running on 3 hours of sleep. It was almost going to be no hours of sleep. You do not want me out there tonight.
I understand. So there are 8 cars on the track, and so that's just like the perfect number for Austin LeBlanc here going into tonight's race. Now think about it. I mean, the worst case scenario could be for Austin that Rodney Roberts leads every lap of this race, gets the pole, and wins the race, and he's the winner. Anything could happen.
So Rodney has to lead every lap and win to get it all.
Yes, and Austin has to finish last.
That's a whole lot of boxes to check.
Yep. So Rodney's got to dominate tonight to win the championship. He's got Nick Baum in there to race against, so that's not going to be an easy task with him in the field.
No, it will not.
Yeah. Nick is one of the faster guys, as we've noticed. I got introduced to Nick Baum in PC Rec Fest, and I really appreciate it because he was the one who taught me how to paint. And, you know, from there I got pretty infamous for all my Raven paints in PC Rec Fest. Which is why I like the Monte Carlo. I don't care what little Maytag says. I like the Monte Carlo right here in the street stocks. That's my main car.
Yeah.
So, Bristol Motor Speedway is my... I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. This is my absolute favorite racetrack in the entire world. Only track that I like more besides Bristol would be Laguna Seca. And, you know, I'm an oval guy. I'm not very good at road racing. So, Bristol is the one I'll tell you that's my favorite, but my actual favorite's Laguna Seca. That's all. It's on live, it's broadcasted and everything, so everybody can hold me to that. I love Laguna Seca. But if I don't have Laguna, and I'm pretty terrible at road racing, so we got Bristol. It's my favorite track in the world, man. So
technically,
go ahead.
You have Laguna as a free track on here. We could have done these at Laguna. I'm sure everybody here would have hated us. I'm sure every damn one of them would have really hated us.
We could do a all-star race at Laguna. Like $50 for the winner.
All right, I'm gonna go give him my speech.
Yep, go ahead. Oh my gosh.
Okay, everybody. There's 8 of you. You've been fine the last 3 weeks. I don't want to have to do my job. Don't make me do my job. You know how this works. Good luck, Austin. Good luck, Roger. Good luck, Rodney. You guys are going to have it out. And don't put it in the fence. You'll be fine.
I take offense.
Oh, my mic actually works, I think.
Yeah, your name popped up there for a sec.
So I just wanted to say I was making sure my mic worked. Thank you guys for this awesome season here in PRA iRacing. I almost said Wreckfest because I've said it a bunch on the live stream already. But PRA iRacing, yeah, let's not make it a Wreckfest. I hope I didn't just curse the whole race. But thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting us. And we'll be doing super late models next season starting in July. So I hope to see you there.
10-4, can't wait to finish this season out strong, guys. Roger, excited to battle it out, and Rodney.
So,
good luck, everybody.
I just wanted to say, look at the top 3 on the qualifying.
Everybody that qualified ahead of me.
Look at the top 3 on the qualifying charts. Cody Johnson just made me laugh, so I apologize. They're within 1/100th of a second of each other.
The whole field is within 2/10.
Yes, but these 3 guys going for the championship are making this interesting. Roger gets a bonus point for getting the pole position going into this race. So he's already one up on Austin LeBlanc going into this race. Oh my gosh, the drama's already begun. So now...
Not to mention a .001 time difference.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was laughing about. And so that means going into this race, Roger is now 7 points back, not 8. Roger said at the beginning of this season when he won the race and I interviewed him that he is going for the championship this time. So we'll see. We'll see. Wouldn't it be something if Rodney Roberts got a championship?
Listen, I think Rum needs one. I'm going to call him Rum from now on because I refuse to call him Rodney.
Not trying to curse Austin at all because this has been his breakout season. And I'm real hopeful that he goes ahead and takes it on home. But, you know, I got to be the broadcaster. I got to make this exciting. So, no, I can't play favorites here.
Yeah, we're here to talk out our ass more than we are to, you know, actually pick a favorite. We're just here to bullshit.
Absolutely. All right, so we're getting ready to rack them up. Roger Saucier, Austin LeBlanc on the pole, outside pole. Rodney Roberts, Nick Baum is P3 and P4. Alex
Good luck,
Jones,
everyone. Let's have
Cody
fun, and
Johnson
let's not die
is
in turn
P5,
one.
P6. Joey Kuba, Chucky Walden, P7 and P8. And it's going to show me and you in the last two, but we're not actually in the field. So there's 8 cars in the field. Actually, it didn't show me because I just used spectate. That's right.
What they don't know is that we both have our wheels connected, and when there's 5 to go, we will be on track going very slow.
To make this interesting. Here's a car to dodge. All right, so the pace car is about to pull them off of pit road. They have about 50 seconds to get started. I bet the blood is pumping through their veins right now, especially those top 3 that are racing for a championship. And there's also some opt-in championships at stake here. A couple people have opted in to the entry fee to win some money at the end of this. And so whoever the highest finisher in the championship points is at the end of this race gets that opt-in championship. And there's 2 of them. I'll just say that.
Yeah. So it's going to be a fun race. Hopefully it has some drama in it for everybody to watch. And as a shameless plug, because I have 0 dignity, all setups are provided by Drives Like Shit Speed Shop, where if your car drives like shit, well, it's still going to drive like shit, but it might be slightly faster.
And so here's the starting lineup before they get out on the field.
Oh,
What
we
happened?
lost Roger.
You jinxed it.
This is gonna happen.
Oh no! I jinxed it.
Rip to that battle.
Well, nothing we could do about that.
Oh man, that is unfortunate. Well, now it's down to Austin and Rodney, unless Roger can get back on the track.
Not be reconnected. He's coming.
He's gonna start in the back. You want to hold the start off
He's
for
back,
him?
he's back. Okay,
I
good. Roger.
Don't actually know how to do that.
Good luck, man.
Is it making you start from the pits?
It's gonna make him start in the pits, yeah.
All in favor of immediately throwing a caution to get Roger back out here to make this fair?
I'm gonna do it.
Did it add a lap?
I'm completely down with that. No problems here.
Did it add a lap? Because I don't know.
It added a lap. I have iris control up now. We're okay. I can cut a lap, add a lap. We're okay.
I think I can hold the start.
You can. There's a hold start button, but I don't know what that does.
I'm gonna hold the start. See. Okay, it's already done, so I'll just have to delay a lap.
Is he able to get out there?
I'm pretty sure we have to take the green flag. We have to do that, so he's going to get at least 1 lap down, and then...
So it won't let him
that is
come.
correct. He'll have to start from pit lane because he missed grid no matter what.
Yeah, so just let it go.
All right. I didn't know how that all worked. Well, that is unfortunate. What an unfortunate start for Roger Saucier tonight. My goodness, that guy cannot have a... We'll have an immediate yellow, so go ahead and announce that. We're going to have an immediate yellow.
Don't go hard. I'm throwing the yellow as soon as everyone crosses the line and he's able to move.
Oh, you might see some fireworks. Wait till he pulls out before you throw it. Or wait till he's able to pull out.
He's out. I deployed it.
Damn, I went easy and got ran over by people. What the hell?
So
No, I wasn't where we were slowing down to make the order the same.
You not hear what he just said, then don't go hard.
oh, these
Man,
guys.
don't mess with Rodney on when we're racing. He's best, most level-headed dude you'll ever meet in PRA, but he's competitive.
Yes, he is.
He does not hold back on the mic.
Nope, he does not. And he's one of the junior board members, so
Yeah.
he can kind of say what he wants within reason. So we will clear all blacks on the start here.
Yep.
And so we're going to have 3 laps under the board right off the bat.
I have my hand on the clear black flag button, so just stay lined up where you are. And as soon as it goes, I'll do my thing.
Let's just hope he doesn't have that happen to him
Does
during the
Roger
race.
need waves around or not?
No, I didn't pass him, and he was still in the lead lap when he released. So he's credited as the leader right now.
I don't think so because he took the green and then came around us, so he should be where he needs to be.
Yep. We will make sure to clear all blacks because a lot of people are probably going to get blacks. Just start where you started. And I need to turn this into admin so
Good to
that
have you back, Roger.
F10, if you're looking for that button.
Welcome back, man. Ready for the race.
All right, we can go green the next time by.
Alrighty. I don't know. I don't even know if it's 2 to go.
I can end the pace car. I think that's what. I think it's going to do 1 lap to go this time by.
Alright, then I'm not going to mess with it. They'll get going.
Yep. There we
Get
go.
1 lap green.
So we're going to start on lap 6. So guess what? Austin LeBlanc, because of the mess, is going to be credited with laps led, but there's not much we can do about that.
Nope.
Roger also is going to have credited laps led because he's led under caution. So, again, nothing we can do about that.
Nope. Accidents happen.
But everybody was cool with it, it seemed, to get him back out on the track. Let's just hope that he doesn't get DC'd again, because we can't help him then.
No. Well, there they go.
I cleared all blacks. All right, here we go. Green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Already.
Oh,
Oh, we're good. We're good. Everybody's clear.
all right. So Austin LeBlanc is your leader, followed by Roger Saucier, Nick Baum in 3rd, Cody Johnson in 4th, Rodney Roberts in 5th, Joey Cuba, my gosh, sorry about that, is in 6th, Alex Jones 7th, Chucky Walden 8th.
Roger is all over Austin's back bumper.
Here we go. We're going to watch this view.
Crossover.
He is coming to the inside of Austin LeBlanc going into turn number 1. I think that's 1.
Do you see how we crowded him and they still didn't touch each other? It's almost like it's not hard.
Yeah.
Not going to let that one go.
Yeah, you're going to say that every time, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, right now, there is a battle for the lead between Roger Saucier, Austin LeBlanc, Nick Baum, and Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson's just on the outside there looking in. And now Austin LeBlanc is going to try the inside move, the crossover move on Roger Saucier. We're going to have another pass for the lead. Maybe not.
Or it
Maybe
might be
not.
wide.
Nick Baum is going to go to the outside of Austin LeBlanc.
So, as these tires wear out, as someone that's done a lot of official races on this track, that middle oh, they save each other. Contact between Cody Johnson and Nicholas Jantz, or Nick Baum as he likes to be called. As the tires wear out, that outside line starts gaining momentum. It does widen out here. Not so much because rubber's down, but more just because the inside line becomes slower.
Absolutely. We're going to ride on board with none other than Rodney Roberts as he watches the 13 and the 22, race each other hard right now for the 3rd position. Rodney Roberts is racing for a championship. He's going to want to get past these two. Neither one of them are racing for points. So we still see them side by side for 2nd and 3rd. Meanwhile, Austin LeBlanc has now fallen in behind Roger Saucier. Roger came into this race determined to lead every lap. Unfortunately for him, his internet conked out on him right at the beginning and kind of screwed that up, but Austin's not letting him go. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm mesmerized by the fight between Below and Rodney right now. Rodney is trying to get around him. Nicholas Janssen managed to separate himself.
So right now, everybody's still within 2 seconds of the leader. This is what you call good short track racing right here. From one camera angle, you can see every car in the field. You got Roger Saucier, Austin LeBlanc, Nick Baum, Cody Johnson, Rodney Roberts, Alex Jones, Joey Cuba, Chucky Walden. That is the 8th position. Rodney is trying to make a move on Cody Johnson. We're going to watch from his perspective. He moves to the inside. I think he got loose.
The problem that Rodney's going to have is staying low, being forced to stay low like that. As the tires heat up, it gets slower.
Absolutely.
As you can see, both Austin and Nicholas Dions have moved up half a lane. So they're getting that run down the corner that's just a little bit.
Oh, there's contact a little bit between Alex Jones and Rodney Roberts. You are correct about him burning his tires up, I think, because now he's in the clutches of Joey and Chucky. I'm going to ride on board with Chucky Walden. You can see the entire field.
DB3.
CW3, you mean?
No, for me it's TV3.
Oh.
I can see the entire field in a line.
Oh, I understand what you mean now. Sorry, I misunderstood you. I have iRacing TV controller, so it's the far camera for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's TV3 or what. But I have a far, medium, close, and inside.
I don't know what Nicholas Jans is doing, but if you watch his center of the corner compared to everyone else, it's like he shot out of a cannon, but then he goes right back to race speed.
Right?
Like he just smacked Austin's bumper right there.
We're going to ride on board with Nick Baum. Running in third right now behind Roger Saucier and Austin LeBlanc, with Cody Johnson behind him. We're going to watch his rear bumper to see Cody Johnson back there behind him. Oh, Austin gets a little loose.
He's fine, he saved it. That's a bump and run if I've ever seen one.
I bet that made Austin's heart sink.
That doesn't help Austin at all.
The farther back he goes.
Behind him is what can only be described as a hornet's nest.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I love how... Oh, there's a spin! There's going to be some... Yeah, that's a caution. Yep. I'm going to watch that back. I know who was involved.
That's a racing incident in my opinion. I just watched it back myself.
But the two involved will still get an EOL.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the 54 and the 73.
Now the convenient part is they're already there.
Yep, so if they're already there, then don't worry about it. We're going to watch that from the cockpit view of Chucky Walden in slow motion. He runs up on the bumper of Alex Jones coming out of the corner, which is not a place you want to bump someone. That's out of turn 2 there. Yeah, that's in the street stock. They're loose anyway. So when you get help right there coming out of the corner, it's definitely going to turn you around. And Rodney Roberts is going to go to the pit road, I see. Let's check down on pit road. Rodney's going to get fresh tires, I think.
Yeah,
That's a smart move.
it is.
He's going to be off sequence from everybody else with 18 laps to go, with 8 cars on the field. We saw that even right there at the end of that green flag run, that all 8 cars were still within the leader. So this might be the winning move of this race.
Yeah.
Now, Dylan Davis has tried this the last couple of weeks, and, well, we saw that it didn't work out for him. But this is the track that it can. They can run side by side here.
Yeah, and on top of that, it opens up the bottom again for Rodney. So he can, with those fresh tires, he can hold grip on the bottom.
Absolutely. And he's got 18 laps to do it in. That could be the race-winning move, so let's keep an eye on that. Alex Jones as well. He just got wrecked, but now he's got a free fast repair, so he can follow Rodney on up through there. He's not racing for the championship, but he could be racing for, you know, a top 5 in the points. He did miss 1 week at Oswego. There's going to be 16 laps to go at this green flag.
Yeah.
Pace car is off. We are green flag racing at Bristol Motor Speedway in the street stocks. And something happened to Nick Baum. Something happened to Nick Baum. I don't know what happened there. Oh, and he's in the wall. Caution.
That's caution.
I don't know what happened to Nick Baum there.
Yeah.
He was. It's like he lost a shift or missed a shift. I mean, well, we will watch it back on the live, and we'll go back to where. Actually, not here. Let's go. Let's watch a far chase view of that play. So here we go.
He wasn't clear is what happened.
Pace car is off. He just didn't go. I don't know what happened there.
He didn't go, and he cleared himself coming down the backstretch, so I don't have a choice here. That's an EOL.
Yeah, Cody had nowhere to go. Cody was up against the wall. I know Nick was just trying to get out of the way there. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what happened with his shift, though. But, yep, the 13 and the 22 were the ones involved in that incident. So, unfortunate for Nick Baum. He was on the outside. But now he gets a fast repair. And with him being a fast guy, he can come back up through here. We're going to watch it one more time. Yeah, I mean, Cody had nowhere to go. Nick was just trying to get out of the way, though. I think that's what was happening.
Yeah.
He missed a shift or something. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Unfortunate for him. But now him and Cody Johnson get to pit. It kind of, we're getting close to the point where that late pit stop's not going to help them.
Yeah,
But
it's grip isn't going to matter when there's 5 to go.
And we could see this could be pretty dramatic here at the end. A championship's on the line. There's money on the line.
You want to know who really wanted to see that?
Who's
Rodney. Rodney, as he has been stuck behind both Cody Johnson and Nick Baum this entire race.
Yeah, now he's in front of them. Now he has an opportunity. We're going green flag racing this time by. This time by, we're going green flag racing with 11 laps to go at the line. This is going to get crazy here for the last 11 laps.
Yeah.
Late cautions like that really hurt. Cautions breed cautions. I'm here to tell you, I'm predicting you're going to have to do your job.
God damn it.
After 3 hours of sleep, you're going to have to do your job.
Yeah. I'm gonna have
Green
to do my
flag, here
job.
we go. Let the drama unfold. Roger Saucier gets it up into the lead. Right now, there's 2 by 2 back in 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th.
Oh, Rum almost wall riding it off the fence to use the outside line to his advantage. And he's going to make it past Chucky Walden and keep on moving forward.
He's not past him yet. They're still side by side.
Trying. He's trying.
We're just going to keep it on this view because we can see the entire field. And oh man, Austin LeBlanc. Oh my God, he's going to go backwards. This is not the time. This is not the time.
Caution.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Austin LeBlanc.
Did he just get into the fence?
I don't know. We're going to...
Boy, oh boy, did this just get interesting.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna watch that back.
He tried to cross. So he tried to cross over the 83 by the looks of it. 54 was there. 54 tail slaps him into the fence, and Rodney has nowhere to go with him.
Yeah.
All right.
So honestly, it was 11. I mean, he hurt himself right off the.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch this one more time on the live. This just had championship implications. He bumps Roger, gets him out wide. And he's on the outside, and he runs into the 54. The 54 did not go up into him. He came down on him.
The camera.
I don't know what happened to him. Followed up and pretty much stopped in the middle of the straightaway.
So
he chased the 54 down the track, and they both just ended up putting him into the wall, and you happened to be going 20 mile an hour faster at that point. There's nothing anybody could have done.
So the 11 got sideways. That's what happened. He got loose and got into the
file now, or still double?
I have no idea. I'm to be honest.
It just double. Keep it double. We haven't done anything different.
Good talk.
You tell him.
Yeah. Keeping it double. It's more fun.
Flash. Bad. Change it back.
Yep, we're going to watch that incident one more time back at the beginning of it. We're going to watch the rear chase this time. 1 lap to green, so better hurry.
Or go high. Go high. I got to be on the inside.
And so he bumps Roger, gets Roger loose. He gets himself loose. He's on the outside of the 54. He's out there on the outside. He gets it loose, gets into the 54, and hits the wall, and Rodney had nowhere to go.
Rodney's going 20 mile an hour faster. There's nothing he can do about that.
Yeah.
The key thing here for Austin is he cannot let Rodney pass him.
Oh my gosh, this is not what Austin LeBlanc wanted to see. With 4 laps to go at the green flag. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Green flag, here we come. There it is, green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway with 4 laps to go.
Austin just needs to play it smart. Yep. Get in front of the 73.
Oh,
no,
don't do that. He's not clear. Crash. Big crash. There's a lot of wrecked cars now. There's a lot of wrecked cars. All right. Let's watch that back. So we're going to watch it from this view first, in slow motion. So the 93 and the 54 get together. Yes, 54 hits the wall. The 11 gets up into the 73.
In my opinion, Austin, what I understand the need to go high, but There's no way he was told he was clear.
Right? And so I would say, so let's watch that back one more time in full speed. The 93 and 54 started that. The 11 and the 73 had nowhere to go. And the 22 had nowhere to go. So
the 11.
Yeah, the 11
unfortunately
gets the EOL for that. And let me
I'm
watch
just
it
saying,
back.
the new people that joined tonight aren't the ones causing the cautions. That's all I'm saying.
You calm down.
I
I can't give an EOL to anyone else because it wasn't a caution until somebody wasn't clear.
All right. Well, unfortunate for our championship leader. He gets into 2 incidents back-to-back right at the end of this race. And if Roger Saucier wins this race with Austin LeBlanc, there's other cars that are damaged and have meatballs, which is Rodney and Nick Baum.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if Roger at this point has enough of a point cushion to claim anything.
Not with the 73, 29, and the 22 all more than 1 lap down.
Yeah.
So
I get a black clear then?
Yep.
All right. Unfortunate for Austin LeBlanc, but he might still have this championship. Also unfortunate for Roger Saucier. He's doing everything right.
He's done everything right tonight.
We still have 2 laps to go at the green. Anything is possible. Joey Cuba could win this race. Cody Johnson
Joey Cuba, before this gets bad, I know we're green flag racing, has the fastest lap of this race.
So here we go. Oh, and Cody Johnson's going to take that position from Joey. There's going to be 1 lap to go at the line.
Yes, he is.
Is there going to be a crash or anything before the line? White flag. The next flag is the end of this race.
I don't have to do my job anymore.
We got you still got another race.
Yeah, well.
And Roger Saucier coming to the checkered flag to win the final race of the season.
Who got 3rd? Cuba.
Joey Cuba.
I didn't want to run you dirty there racing for the championship.
So, Austin LeBlanc finishes 5th. Austin LeBlanc finishes 5th. I don't think I'm going to have to do Sim Racer Hub right now to find out who the champion is. So if you can do the interviews with the guys while I get this.
I think I got the championship. Do I have permission to do burnouts?
We are currently working on that.
We're currently entering the points as we speak. So if you want to do your burnouts, go ahead. But if it's an early celebration, that's on you.
Boy, that would be awesome. Not that I'm rooting against anybody or for anybody, but I would just love to see that.
Chaos
and Austin, so I'm going to pull this over here so everybody on the live stream can see.
I just feel absolutely horrible for how I won it. That was not how I should have raced. I'm sorry to everyone. Sorry to all the guys I accidentally got into contact with. And, yeah, this is definitely going to be a learning experience for me. Sorry, guys.
You're doing a goddamn interview for me. Stop it. You won, by the way.
So, everybody on the live stream, I'm going to actually...
Austin wins it by a point.
1 point, man. That is insane.
1 point, folks. 1 point.
That is insane because 1 more position back and Roger would have had it because he would have had the tiebreaker.
Yep. Are any of them in a Discord channel right now? No? Okay. Or are they down in the arcade chat where I don't want them to be? Well, fuck it, we'll pull him up here, because kicking and screaming and all that.
All right, I'm available to help you with the interview, so you can start it out.
I appreciate it. Once I figure out which channel I gotta move him to. There we go. Well, since he's the only one that made it. Hey, buddy!
Oh.
So you finished second tonight. How you feeling?
You know, I wanted to be one spot better, but I've ruined a couple of Rogers races before, so I didn't want to do that to him again. Figured I'd let it come down to that and not have a random come through there and try and steal a win.
I appreciate it. So did you have fun racing Bristol tonight? Was it difficult, or did you find it kind of simple?
I mean, I don't know where those guys were getting a speed in qualifying. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't get under a 2. In practice, I was able to hit a 2-1, but I couldn't get any lower than that. I don't know where they were getting those ones from, but I knew once we got into the race, and if I could kind of stay with everybody, I was going to be all right. Me and Nick there had a pretty good run. I apologize to him. I doored him there the one time. It just got tight on entry, and I ran him up the track. And I didn't want to do that, but he battled back past me, so it really wasn't a big deal anyway. But yeah, aside from that little dust up there on the restart, I'm not sure what happened there, if you missed the shift or what, but it wasn't terrible. The car wasn't hateful to drive. It got a little tight on me. I burnt the right front up about halfway through, so that caution ended up saving me, and that's what got me second.
How awesome is it that there's a winner circle here that they can actually drive through?
Hey Roger, if you're still on the track, let's park up side by side.
So, Cody, that was a good race, man. Second place. Congrats. Your first and only race here this season. It's good to have you back in the Asphalt Assault Series.
Yeah, I don't get to make many of them anymore, you know, the new kid and everything like that, but hopefully now that we got more of a routine, I'll be able to make more of these. I didn't think I was going to be able to make the late model stock race here later, but turns out I'm going to, so you'll be seeing me again in that. Hopefully
awesome.
We can finish one spot better in that.
You got to use brakes in that one.
Absolutely.
You do have to use the brakes in that one.
I'm aware.
Alrighty, buddy. I'm going to ship you.
Yep.
Bye.
Let's get Coob up in here.
Wait 1 sec. Do you have any shoutouts or shameless plugs?
Yeah, I mean, well, I gotta shout out my sponsor here, Catastrophe Killing Designs. They're on just about every car, and you know, thanks you guys putting this on. Thanks everybody at PRA. They all do a fantastic job. And if anybody watching, if you guys are interested in racing sprint cars, PRA also has a 360 wing sprint car league that I happen to run. So check us out with that. You know, that's run on Sunday nights. We had 10 drivers last night, but we have 20 signed up. So, you know, more the merrier.
Absolutely.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get
Which
Coob
one
up
do you want
here.
next?
Yeah, Coob.
Alright. Gotta find him. He's gonna get dragged kicking and screaming.
He's in the arcade chat.
I see him. Hey, buddy.
You don't have
Did I
him up
drag him to
here
the
yet.
right- Nope, I didn't. I moved him. Why'd I move him to the wrong channel? Technical difficulties.
I'll help you.
Technical difficulties. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
Good.
So, you finished third tonight as everybody in front of you seemed to just, you know, take care of themselves. How you feeling?
Good. I kind of feel bad for that last caution. So this is my perspective. So as we're coming out of the corner, I'm well ahead of them, but I'm starting to have some packet loss. So
Oh, no.
I get up on the wall. I was like, oh, he's still playing behind me. I'll have to make him brake check. And all of a sudden, he's inside of me. Because you said not clear. I was like, he hit me in the ass end. I was pretty straight on shot. So I was like, I don't think so. And I was rushing back. I was like, I'm sorry. So LeBlanc and Rum, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to done.
What's funny is you didn't blink on it on any of our screens.
I know, but I got the packet loss thing to pop up as I
Did
started to
it
come
pop
out of
up?
the corner. Yeah.
Okay. So, did you have fun tonight? Well, how do you think the car drove versus, you know, I know you had some ideas in the middle of that on how to be faster. And at one point, I think you still had the fastest lap in that race.
Yeah, like it drove like a dirt track almost. You kind of just got your ass end around and stuck her to it, and hopefully you didn't spin it. But track was sticky, so we went with it.
All right. Congratulations tonight, and I know you're a short and sweet kind of person. So, any shout outs before I ship you back down there?
No.
Alrighty, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you,
All right,
too.
thank you guys.
Good luck in the next race.
All
All right, let's get Roger in here. Roger Saucier with another win. That's 2 out of 4, man. You did everything right tonight to win the championship and came up 1 point short. How does it feel?
Very good, I'll be honest. It's gonna be one I think that's gonna bother me for a while. Just nothing more I really think I could have done. Max points day. I think if I was a little better last week at Oswego, we might have been in better shape, but iRacing sometimes it just really sucks me up by this little bit.
Yeah. We were really getting the drama with Austin falling back there right at the end. I mean, he crashed twice. I was like, oh my gosh, this is Roger's championship. I mean, I bet you felt the same way.
Yeah, I felt better about it. I knew it was a big points gap I had to make up anyway, but I mean, he kind of bulldozed the back half of the field, so we couldn't finish any lower than 5th, which certainly didn't help my efforts. So, unfortunate there. Hate it for everybody who came out to help me out this season. It'll be a little bit better, I guess.
Are you planning on joining us for super late models next season?
I'll definitely grab super late models. Love those cars. Those ones are great.
All right. Well, we will see you then, and then we'll alternate back to the late model stocks and street stocks again, probably around September. So we're going to try to make the off seasons not as long anymore.
Yeah, some fun. I'm going to race with you guys in the off season. Definitely be back. Try to be stronger. Get 1 spot better in the championship next season.
Absolutely. You will be a championship favorite next season, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you again. Flashbang, you got anything you want to say before we move on?
Nope, that's everything I got.
All right. Thank you, Roger. See you next season, buddy.
Yep.
And last but not least, our Street Stock Asphalt Assault Series champion, Season 2, Austin LeBlanc. How does it feel, buddy, to finally get your first PRA championship?
It feels nice. I mean, I've been with y'all for, like I keep saying, I've been with y'all for a year now, so to finally get a championship, a win and a championship under my belt is amazing. But, I mean, how the race went today, that's definitely not how I wanted to win it. Like, I don't know what happened with me and just the chaos after that. I definitely have a lot of DMs of apologizing and stuff like that just to try and get people on the good side. And probably a lot of people are still going to hate me for how I raced today. But, yeah, I just feel horrible. Sorry to Roger. Sorry to anyone else I made contact with during the race. That's not how I race usually. It's just today was just a slip up.
I figured that a lot of people were racing a little bit rougher tonight just because there was 3 people in there for the championship. And yeah, so you know, that happens in these championship races.
Yeah. Hey, at least the good news is we didn't top the truck championship a couple years ago.
Yep. Well, you want to make any shout-outs before we move on to the late model stocks, Mr. Asphalt Assault Series champion?
First off, shout out to the family that always watches the streams. Y'all, I had a couple more family members watch tonight just because I was battling for the championship. Y'all know this isn't how I race, stuff like that. Hopefully next year it'll be better. And finally, shout out to Roger and Rodney. Thank y'all for the absolutely amazing year-long championship, or season-long championship. Like I keep saying, that is not how I wanted to win the championship. And, yeah. So, congrats, y'all.
Absolutely. And good luck in the late model stock series race here in just a moment.
Thank you.
We'll see you after the race, buddy.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Flashbang, Shannon Milliken. It should be time for the late model stock series to be live. It looks like it's not yet.
It's getting there.
All right. I'm going to make the post, and I have to use the restroom, so I will be right back, and I will put...
I was going to say throw an ad up or something.
Yeah, I'm going to put one of our iRacing intro video because it's the longest.
Sounds good, buddy.
Be right back.
Laps to go. Green flags out once again. Sanchez gets the car. Three wide with one lap to go.
More laps to go. Good racing for the lead right here. Oh man, he got in with Johnson gets one. Oh my goodness. We're coming to the final lap.
All right, we are back live on PRA Network 2. Again, I'm Justin Phoenix, your host, and I'm here with Flashbang Shannon Milliken, and we are getting ready to go Bristol Motor Speedway racing again in the late model stock series. Are you there, Flashbang? I'll take that as a no. Lag.
Can you not hear me?
You were lagging, or maybe
Hello?
I was. Yeah.
It could have been me.
All right, there you are. We are live on the PRA Network 2 again for the late model stock series. So, going into tonight's race for the late model stock series, that was a heartbreaking race there in the Asphalt Assault. Just, let's have some final thoughts on that. What are your final thoughts on the way that Bristol race went in the street stocks?
Well, Austin tried to throw it away. Wasn't quite successful, which is good for him. But, I know The nerves get to you. Bristol tends to bring that out of people.
Yeah. Yeah, we might see more of that here in the late model stocks. Now, for this one, if there's not 11 cars in the field, Nicholas Jans, also known as F-Bomb, Nick Bomb, will be the champion. Just starting the race. So, there's that. But there is a tight battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Second, third, and fourth, I mean. And there is still an opt-in championship for this one. But we will talk about that after the race is over, as we don't want anybody to have a clue on who's opted in and who hasn't.
Exactly.
Our board of directors know. So, there's no way to hide that channel from everybody. Oh, Flashbang just left. All right. He went to the PSN Wreckfest general chat for some reason. Is there a reason you went to the PSN Wreckfest general chat?
I clicked a button I shouldn't have clicked it. Couldn't find my way back.
I had to drag you back here, kicking and screaming. All right, let's show some action on the track here while everybody's practicing. So, who is your favorite for this race?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Joey Kuba. He knows how to make it fast as the race goes on, and I think he's gonna somehow pull it out of his ass. I don't think he's even in the session. I died yet. Or if he even has these or not.
I don't know.
I might be talking out my ass. And if that's the case, I'm gonna say Lance wins it then as my secondary option.
If he wins this one, it'll be the absolute most improved other than Austin from the Asphalt Assault, right?
Yes.
I mean, Lance has kind of went down the same path as Austin. You know, the first time he raced with us, as he even said in interviews, it was not the best. I mean, he was off the pace and crashing every other lap. But he's had some coaching from Nick Baum and others. I forgot that Nick Baum wanted to be called Nick Baum, so I apologize, but I'm putting the point standings up for the race. It's Nicholas Jans, that's Nick Baum. I apologize. I put it on there wrong. I'm the one who typed that in. That's my fault. But he is the championship leader. There needs to be at least 11 cars here to make this interesting on that points championship. If there's not, then he's got it as soon as he starts the race. So he's got to hope that his internet, everything, power, etc., stays on until the race, and he's got the championship. Other than that, we got Austin LeBlanc in second. Again, doing very good. He won the championship in the Asphalt Assault Series. Now he's racing for a second place in the late model stock series, tied with Rodney Roberts. Rodney now has a win. He didn't win in the late model stock. My apologies. But, yeah, Rodney might be a favorite here. Right now, he is number one on the practice grid.
He is.
Rodney
He is very fast.
Something happened
And,
with...
they're talking about their times, their lap times.
I'm going to sit here until the end of practice. Now I got to go out and try and beat you again.
So for those of you that don't know below, he takes his hot lap heroes very seriously. And if he's listening to this, kiss my ass, buddy.
So, looking at Rodney Roberts' stats, he has an average finish of 6.8, which is the 7th highest on our late model stock series stats list. So, not bad.
Hey, my pick made it. Koob's here. Koob's here.
Koob's here.
All right. Yeah, I called him
Kooby.
Kooby. I don't know why I called him Kooby.
We are not professionals, guys. I screwed his name up last race.
Our setups are provided by a shop called Drives Like Shit Speed Shop, and if people think we're professionals at this, boy, I got some beachfront property in Nevada to sell you.
I apologize to anybody watching the live stream right now. I am moving my pit lane.
Are you freaking everybody out?
Oh yeah, I'm moving my pit lane indicator over a little bit, so it's not.
Somebody
right
just blew an engine. I heard it.
Let's see if I can raise that up, maybe. And let's get our overlays back up. Thank you, iRacing. There. Now our pit road indicator is not right in the center of the screen, messing with everything. So, right now, Rodney Roberts, 2/1000th of a second faster than Cody Johnson. Joey Cuba just entered the session and got third. Chucky Walden fourth, Lance Sater fifth, Nick Baum sixth, Austin LeBlanc seventh. So it looks like we have, what, 7 cars here in this event?
Yeah.
And while we have a minute, if you would like to join us on Grid Finder, you would love to join this because they have all our schedules on there for every one of our leagues. It's easy to look and see what event is coming up next. The Grid Finder bot works in our Discord. I try to make sure every event is posted in the appropriate places so people can sign up. Grid Finder, so you go to gridfinder.com/C/Prodigy Racing Association. Make sure that the P and the R and the A are capitalized. It will not do it if you have it all lowercase. You have to have them capitalized. Anyway, we're gonna show Grid Finder here. If it'll play. I love OBS. All right, that was Grid Finder. Also, you can find us on Sim Racer Hub. So I'm going to show that. Sim Racer Hub, you just go to simracerhub.com. This is where all of our stats are located. If you race with us here in iRacing on PRA, you can get your stats. So if you race in multiple leagues that we have running, like the late model stocks, Asphalt Assault, MX5s, etc., the Sunday Showdown, the Indy cars, all of those stats will add up on Sim Racer Hub. And it's within, as you saw in the last race, within seconds, I can post the stats. I can post the point standings almost instantly as soon as the race is over. So it's awesome. I like it. I'm going to give them their time here in just a moment. We're getting ready for qualifying.
Yeah, I'll give my spiel while I have a chance.
All right, we are
Got it.
back live on PRA Network 2. That was Sim Racer Hub. Again, you can search us up on simracerhub.com. Just search for Prodigy Racing Association under leagues. It's harder to get a whole link for that on the live stream. So just search for Prodigy Racing Association. You'll see Rodney Roberts is on our stats on Sim Racer Hub. He has almost 70 starts in PRA iRacing. Think of that, dude. He's like the Richard Petty of PRA iRacing right now. And Flashbang is away, apparently.
No, I'm here. Sorry. I got a message on Discord and I had to answer it.
Okay. Well, what I was saying is Rodney has almost 70 starts in PRA iRacing. Let's look here. I'm going to look. He actually does. I'm going to pull this over. You can see Rodney Roberts right there on the top. 70 starts in PRA iRacing. This is our Sim Racer Hub. You can find it at simracerhub.com. You can just search for Prodigy Racing Association. But if you look there, Rodney Roberts, 70 starts. You'll have 71 after this race is done. And Joey Kuba is the second one down with 44. Look at that gap, dude.
I know. If you want to talk about two people that they'll get in something just to say they can get in it and race here in PRA, Rodney and Koob are two of those people. Rodney has literally raced in every single series we have.
Yep, he's going to race in the super late models too.
So I would like to take the time to thank Koob and Rodney for being dedicated members to PRA and helping us form that core group of drivers and keeping everybody involved. And Rumrunner does run, or Rumrunner, my gosh, I'm going to keep doing that. Rodney also runs our IndyCar series. So if you like going fast, having a load of downforce, and, you know, pretending you're an F1 driver at your desk, by all means, go hop into the IndyCar series.
Yeah, we love Rodney Roberts, man. Really happy that he got a win last week, because that's his first win in short tracks. So maybe he'll run for this one, because look at that, he's number 2 on the qualifying grid as Nick Baum comes out for what is presumably his championship qualifying position.
Is that a pole for Joey Kuba right now?
It is, until Nick Baum comes around. Let's see what Nick Baum does. Oh, that first lap. Let's see if his second lap's going.
No, that first lap's the momentum lap. I know how this ends.
Here we go. Lap number 2. 4th. That's it.
All right, now I get to go make an announcement.
I don't know what's going on, but Coop, congratulations on your pole. Don't fuck it up.
And just for everybody watching live, let's scoot this over.
I went backwards from last week. Oh my god.
Joey Kuba's career stats here in PRA. As you see over here, the pole 0 is now going to say 1. Congratulations, Joey Kuba, to his first career PRA iRacing pole position.
If we had an all-star race or a clash, you would be in it, buddy. Except really that now the all-star race just includes everybody. What do I know? Looking at you, NASCAR.
I'm posting that in the chat for all the people who love Coob in PRA. I'm putting an at everyone on that one because that is awesome. That is awesome. He has come a long way, dude, to get to this point. And again, Flashbang is not there. So, we're getting ready to grid them. And my OBS keeps wanting to do that. So, Joey Kuba, pole position. Go ahead.
My iRacing almost freaked out there for a sec. I was almost about to be a technical difficulties problem.
Yeah, you just vanished.
Yeah.
Joey Kuba is the pole sitter. Pole position. Pole sitter. I heard people talking and I couldn't.
No problem, man. Alright, everyone, good luck, have fun, let's not die in turn 1.
Alright, here's the starting grid.
Look, you can have one of those things, but not all of those things.
Joey Kuba on the pole. Rodney Roberts outside pole. Cody Johnson third. Nick Baum, the championship winner as of the start of this race, if he doesn't get disconnected or anything. Chucky Walden is 5th. Austin LeBlanc 6th.
I'm about to
7th
make
is Lance
do his
Sater.
job to the full extent.
I'm being threatened.
Good luck, gentlemen.
I'm being threatened.
You were.
Yeah. Maytag, please don't.
Look at that 93. Give him his due, man. Awesome. I'm so happy to be a witness of his first pole position. And we got to thank him for making these setups. So that probably helped him a little bit getting the pole.
Oh, he didn't make this one.
Oh, he didn't?
No, I'm not going to shamelessly plug Drives Like Sid Speed Shop. We didn't make this one.
Okay, good. All right, well, then he legit made the pole without any help. Look at that. He's come even farther than I thought.
Shout out to the OSR Discord for having a lot of setups for late model stocks.
Late model stocks is a very popular series, so... I know I put it in the Discord that Coob got the pole position. I know that Squaler is going to like that.
Oh, yeah. Ah, well. Squaller's not here.
Yep. If he watches... All right, we're about to go green flag racing here at Bristol once again with Joey Kuba on the pole position.
Did you not hear Shannon say earlier that if someone wrecks you, he'll pay you $5?
No, I did not hear that in the broadcast.
Conveniently,
yeah, I mean, I know he was joking. I'm not actually going to do it.
All right, so
Lance
Sater is having a lot of blinking right now. Lance, you are blinking a lot right now, buddy. Just so you know.
You can try and wreck me, but I got nothing to lose, so I'm gonna junk both of us.
I love the pre-race banters.
The race I had in the street stocks, I don't want to get jumped again.
And here we go.
Green flag racing. Bristol Motor Speedway in the late model stock.
Coop did not get the jump he wanted, but he's still in the preferred line.
Lance Sater is blinking like crazy, dude.
Yeah, but if you notice, he's doing the smart thing. He's just sitting back there. He's not... He doesn't seem to be pushing it, so he's staying out of the way when you're blinking like that. You can blink if you're out of the way. It's in the event that they would come back around and lap him. If they do, it would be a problem.
So right now, Joey Kuba is leading laps under green flag racing. Pulling away from second and third, but Nick Baum is trying to make the pass on Cody Johnson on the outside. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not Nick Baum. Their cars looked a lot.
That is Rodney.
That is Rodney Roberts, and Nick Baum is behind him. My bad.
If it's what Coob wants to see in his mirror, is everybody here crowding each other and side by side.
Yeah,
he has
for
the
real.
whole track in front of him to do whatever he needs.
Yeah, just pull away, take it easy. Don't burn the tires up. Now Rodney got clear of Cody Johnson. Nick Baum is now trying to clear Cody Johnson. I misspoke the first time about that. And Nick Baum is now around Cody Johnson. He is the championship winner as the start of this race began. So congratulations to him. All he had to do was start this race with less than 11 cars on the track, and he's got it. So, and now he's riding right up on a Rodney Roberts. Rodney in second place, a half a second back from Joey Kubin. Now Nick Baum is going to take the inside.
Hey Lance, just letting you know, I think you're in that penalty stable. I haven't seen you blink for the last lap.
So he took a look, but he didn't make the pass. Passing here at Bristol is a whole lot easier nowadays than it was in the 90s.
Oh, yes.
We had a lot of epic finishes in NASCAR between Jeff Gordon and Rusty Wallace back in those days, because there was one groove and that was it, and the only way to make a pass was to bump the guy out of the way and do a bump and run. And it looks like Nick Baum is right up on the bumper of Rodney Roberts, but he is not hitting him.
So if you notice how Nick and Rodney they're battling, but they're still like in almost a single file, I guess is the way to put it. But do you see how Koob, the leader, is holding a half a lane above the apron?
We will go and watch him real quick so we can show everybody what you're talking about.
Yeah. So Koob is running a half a lane right above that yellow line. Now, if you look at someone like the 13 car later on, you'll see there's a couple cars that are riding that yellow line. When you are painting the yellow line or the apron like that, you're actually burning your tires more. The key thing for a long race in Bristol is you need to keep momentum going forward. You don't want to force the car to use its mechanical grip. You want to use that momentum in a line that'll not only give you speed, but just allow you to make the corner. Now, I'm not saying let it sail off to the outside. Obviously, that's the long way around the track. But, you know, minimizing your inputs keeps your tires alive.
And you can well see this right now with Joey Kuba keeping a 0.6 of a second lead over Rodney Roberts. Rodney's riding in the outside line now, and Nick Baum tried to make an inside look, but now he's going to get in the clutches of Cody Johnson. And Cody Johnson had to let off because he almost ran into Nick Baum right there, which allowed little Maytag, Chucky Walden, to get to the inside of Cody Johnson.
If you notice, also in this race, with the late model stocks having a bigger motor, more horsepower, bigger tires, you're going to see,
there's a crash. And, yeah, that was...
Before we go into that, what I was going to say is, this track will actually rubber up as we race. There will be marbles on the outside
I
line.
want my $5.
I called that one.
So, yeah,
$5
it's an EOL for both of them, obviously, but we're going to watch this back. They're coming around. Cody's on the outside. Chucky's on the inside. Chucky cuts it up. Cody comes down, too.
Yeah, it's an interesting incident.
And then, well, Maytag just put his foot in it. Chucky Walden put his foot in it.
Hey, Austin, did you say
and that was intentional.
I had music on. I couldn't hear you.
That was intentional. So, yeah, both of them get an EOL, but the 73 is going to get a warning for that.
Stabilized.
Yeah, I got it.
We on dual or single pit road?
It's the same as the last race, so it's gonna
Singular.
Maytag. I get it. I made that joke at the start, and I understand you were also onto the apron with nowhere to go full throttle. Please don't do that again.
I think you're not on admin channel, so other people were talking over you.
And as I said to Chucky in that, he kind of forced himself down to the apron due to a little bit of a scuff up on the backstretch. There was no hope of him pulling it back onto the track, so I know what he did. He just kind of stuck his foot in it and hoped it slid on the apron. It didn't. He ended up going up the track anyway.
And hit Cody Johnson, and
he
well,
did hit Cody Johnson.
I'm sure Cody's not happy about that. Are they in the chat together down there?
They're
They
down in the
are.
arcade chat, probably laughing their ass off. Yes.
Yeah, neither one of them are in the points. They didn't affect anybody else's race, so yeah, I bet there's a little bit of a laugh going on there. But yeah, for the integrity of the race, that is a warning for Chucky Walden on the live stream, so everybody can see. You get knocked down on the apron like that. Oh, what in the world is the 11 doing with the...
Sorry, 73. You told me to get into the inside.
Austin about took out Maytag.
iRacing sim problems.
All right, we're getting ready to go green flag racing here once again at Bristol Motor Speedway. Joey Kuba on the inside. He did not want to see that caution. Nick Baum on the outside. That really sucked for Joey because he was well in the lead. That hurt him a lot. Now he's got Nick Baum in his clutches. We know Nick Baum's fast. We also know Nick's not going to crash Joey to get around him either. Not intentionally anyway.
No. Joey does not seem to have lost a beat at all.
That's good. He's still pulled about 0.3 of a second ahead. We're watching this battle back here for what looks to be 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th. Oh, 8th. You're 8th. Never mind. 4th, 6th, 6th. Oh, well, whatever.
Yes.
4th, 5th,
Yes.
6th, and 7th. I am tongue-tied tonight. I am apologizing to everybody watching. I have been tongue-tied this entire... Oh, what
That's
the...
crash.
Yep, that's caution. Well, 73 gets a second EOL. The third one is a DQ. So I don't know if
73 or 51. Did any of y'all make contact?
that could have been something to do with Lance's...
I had the bottom line. I think we made contact, but I had the bottom line, so I'm not for sure how it all
You want
played
to check
out.
for netcode on that one?
Yeah, so I'm gonna...
Well, I mean, I was behind y'all. I mean, it just looked like a really weird case of netcode. Because on my screen, y'all never make contact, so...
Yeah, it doesn't even have an incident for that.
Yeah, that's netcode. I'm not giving an EOL for netcode as much as I want to.
I can't even go back to see the incidents for that for some reason. Let's see if
So, according to every overlay and program I have, there's no incident for that. That's netcode.
yeah, so the last
Yeah, that's what it looks like on
incident
my
that
screen.
it
They
even
had, like,
shows
about, like,
is the one
an inch
between
or two away from
Chucky
each other. It
and
was
Cody.
a good distance.
Yeah.
Like, I can see in between them. So, netcode.
Yeah, Austin is confirming that he could see in between them, so this was a netcode problem. It's not
We're
an
not
EOL
gonna
worthy.
we're not gonna EOL that then. We don't EOL netcode because that's just dumb.
Hoob pitting. Very, very bold choice. However, I will say that Nick Baum was catching him by, I wouldn't say, well, not a tenth, about 100th a lap during that last run for how short it was.
Yeah, I can't even get an incident for that last one to show it on the live stream. I'm actually rewinding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't have much of a choice but to rewind.
I'm trying to get it on the stream before we go back to green flag
You
racing.
just saw it. You just had it on my screen for a sec there.
I think
I'll
this
call
is-
the green. Like, it's not a... Get everybody to see what happened. Right there.
No, that's the one with... Anyway, let's go back to live because, yeah. It was just a netcode issue. If you want to watch it back on the stream, you can rewind it. That's a weird one.
Yeah, netcode's a hell of a thing. Unfortunately, even in today's day and age with technology, we can't fix netcode. We're not perfect. So, here we go, green flag.
And so I had the replay transition up. I'm glad I looked over there, not just left that up. So now Nick Baum has been left in the lead to... Oh, there's another incident.
Yeah, but he kept it green and is going. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no caution.
Who was that got... Oh, it was Maytag.
Yeah, it was Chucky Walden.
Let me scroll back.
It could still be netcode with Lance.
It is. I could see between them again.
Yeah.
Because I don't have an instant part.
We know at the start of this race, Lance was having issues blinking, so that could be a cause of concern right now.
Well, I actually have a 4X for this. Lance just got loose on the apron and they door slammed. It is what it is on that one.
Joey Kuba on fresh tires with 18 laps to go is now in 4th place behind Austin LeBlanc. Nick Baum is left out in the lead to just sail away with it right now. Was it a good idea for Joey to pit?
Well, we'll find out with about 5 to go. Because what you're going to start seeing is everybody's going to be able to move high, and Coob's going to be able to stay low and pass them and keep his speed.
It's possible that we could see Joey Kuba win his first career PRA race.
It wouldn't be his first career PRA race. It would be his first career PRA iRacing race, I think.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, he
did win the Roval. He did win the Roval, and this season in NR 2003, I think he also won Atlanta. Yes, he won Atlanta. He beat me on a pit. Bastard.
So my apologies. Joey has won a PRA race, but he has not yet won one in iRacing. And right now he's just falling in line behind Austin LeBlanc. These are short races, so you got to go. Rodney Roberts has now moved in to half a second of Nick Baum. I heard one of the cars brushing against the wall, but I don't know who it was. We're going to watch from the TV camera number 3 and see most of the field. We see the top 4. Rodney Roberts is looking for his first late model series win. Austin LeBlanc is looking for his first late model series win. Joey Kuba is looking for his first iRacing win, all following Nick Baum. Nick Baum's being the spoiler right now. Championship winner going into this race. Could be the season finale winner here at Bristol. He is from Tennessee, so this would be his hometown win.
Rodney? Is that Rodney catching him? It is.
Rodney was. He's actually fallen off 3/10 now. He was within a half a second. Now Austin LeBlanc is up to the bumper of Rodney Roberts.
Coob's line isn't working anymore. The track has rubbered up somewhere and he's lost something.
Yep. Unfortunately, I think that pit hurt him.
I think the lack of clean air hurt him.
Now he's in the clutches of Lance Sater. Who has been having a lot of netcode issues in this race, so I wouldn't get close to him. Joey Kuba has fallen to 5th.
Yep.
You hate to see that.
I do.
He was doing so well.
With a car that fast.
He was doing so well, leading all the first laps of this race, and then the cautions started happening. But we have 3 laps to go this next time by with Nick Baum as your leader. Rodney Roberts is in a close second over top of Austin LeBlanc. And just so you know, these two, Austin LeBlanc and Rodney Roberts, are tied in the points right now going into tonight's race. So whoever finishes higher is going to be the higher in the championship. And we are coming to one more lap to go. We're going to look at Nick Baum. take the white flag. No more cautions in this race. And you can see the big Lance Sater is helping Rodney Roberts right now get the second place. And he just wrecked Austin LeBlanc.
Oh, he didn't wreck him.
He pushed him out of the way and he gets a podium. Dirty way to get a podium.
Just curious, aren't the restarts on the green lights?
Did he jump that start?
For a friend on that one.
I didn't see it.
Well, let me go back and check.
I did not mean to get in you, Austin. I'm so sorry. I think I got loose on the apron and just lost it a little bit.
So Nick Baum.
Good season, boys.
Guard to the rolls. Green lights. Restarts are on green. Green lights, not the leader.
Well, sometimes you...
I mean, it doesn't really matter in the case of points in this case, but I'm going to check.
And unofficially, Nick Baum is the winner of this race. And officially, he is the champion. He's doing his victory lap now. And so I'm trying to get him in here to interview him. So unofficially, until a further review, F-Bomb is the winner. Rum Runner is F-Bomb, I mean,
yes.
Nick Baum, F-Bomb, whatever you want to call him, is the winner. Rodney Roberts is second. Third would be Lance Sater. All right. We're going to get Nick Baum in here. Nick Baum, congratulations on the unofficial win here at Bristol at your home track, as well as the official championship, because there wasn't enough cars in here tonight to take that away from you. So how does it feel to get your first PRA championship, buddy?
Feels good, man. Feels good. What do you mean unofficially? Pretty
Unofficially,
sure I won by 2 seconds.
Yeah, the start on that was under review, but I think we've determined that, we didn't call anything, so that's why I'm saying unofficial until we watch the replay. I have been tongue-tied all night, so I apologize. I'm stuttering like crazy. I need some vitamin or something to keep me from stuttering. Anyway, that was a good race, dude. What's your thoughts on all that?
Man, I love Bristol. I love Bristol a lot. I saved tires for about the first half of the race. I seen everybody go down pit lane, and I said, oh, boy. I'm going to be a sitting duck on this restart. So I hung back a little bit, try to do what Coob did to me, man, because on the previous restart, man, Coob smoked me on that restart. He hung back a little bit, and I didn't expect it. Really took off the start there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a little page out of his book. So I went ahead and tried that, took off to the lead, and once I got clean air, man, I felt good. I was putting in some really fast lap times. I put in my fastest lap, put in some really good laps after that. Started putting some space in between, me in second place. And after that, I just started running a smooth race, tried to save the tires, make it all the way to lap 50. That's what I was looking for.
Absolutely, man. You've shown some dominance this entire season. The only time that you showed up was when Justin Brooks was here. So I'm guessing you're glad he wasn't here so you could win at your home track, right?
No, I wanted him to be here. I really wanted him to be here this week, but You know, it is what it is. I think if he would have been here, we would have had a hell of a race. I do have a feeling because Bristol's one of my more favorite tracks. I really love this track a lot. I can literally throw a stone and hit this track. So, yeah, I'm really close to this racetrack. So, yeah, winning here tonight is exactly how I wanted to finish the season. I'm looking forward to the super late models. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a lot of seat time in those. I think I've only done one race in those. So
Right.
I got a lot of practice to do to catch up to speed to a lot of these fast boys out here. So, yeah, look forward to the next season, man.
Absolutely. And while we're here and the race is over, I think you are officially the opt-in entry fee champion. So congratulations on your $30.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
So
I like money, so I'll take that all day long.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you joining us again. We'll see you in the next season in the super late models, and like I said earlier, we'll probably be back in the late models and street stocks again, probably in September-ish. So we'll see you there probably if you join us again.
Yep, sounds good, man. I'll be there. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to Austin. Congratulations on the street stock championship, man. He was a force to be reckoned with over there. We had a pretty rough race tonight. I will say I didn't get to say my piece after that race. Me and Cody had a really good race going on. I think he got a little loose going into one of the turns and kind of slid up and got into me. But hey, man, there's no hard feelings there, man. It was a good race too. Me and him had a lot of good racing over there. I hate that I crashed out at the end, but I think it was just a rough night of racing, man. There ain't not much you can do about it.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
All the racers coming out this season for both series. Hope to see every single one of you come out for super late models, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. And you got any shout-outs you want to make for your own self before you go?
To Royalty Motorsports. Appreciate you guys a lot. That's the team that I race for. We race in other leagues and stuff together, and like to come over here and represent them, bringing home the championship. They might let me out of the cage this week. I don't know. I'll be pretty happy nonetheless.
Well, thank you again, Nick Baum. Congratulations on your first PRA championship and your first PRA iRacing championship. So, Good luck, man, in the next season in the super late models.
Yep, sounds good, man. We'll see you then.
All right, man. Rodney Roberts, how's it going, man? Second place. I know you had a front row seat for all the action tonight. Tell us how you feel, man.
It was a good run. It was a solid late model run for me. I've been still trying to get used to some of these cars on these tracks, but it was fun. It was a good run. I think I ran second pretty much the whole race, other than one of the pit stops. So, good car. Didn't really have nothing for Nick.
Yeah, the first half of that race was all Coob. We were, and no offense, but we were kind of rooting for him because he's never won in iRacing yet. So it was kind of exciting to see him out front. And then he pitted. I thought, uh-oh, he might have fresh tires and make it up through there. But he got stuck back behind the traffic, so it kept him back there. It seemed like track position was very important all night tonight in both the street stocks and the late model stocks. What was your opinion on that?
Oh, definitely on that. I mean, the low line is where you needed to be, and you had about 4 laps on new tires that they really meant something. After that, it was, it equalized, and you couldn't really do nothing. So if you didn't get the positions in the first 4 laps of the green, you weren't going to pass nobody without moving them.
Absolutely. Well, you want to make any shout-outs before we move on, buddy?
Yeah, we next Tuesday, we got a big Indy car. It's our Indy Oval. It's going to pay $25 to win. The only requirements is you be in PRA and you have an iRacing role. We will put up a sign up next week or later this week, just so we can get a car count. Definitely would love to see some of the other iRacing guys in our Discord come out and give a IndyCar a try on one of the biggest tracks, and it'll be shortly after the Indy 500, so it should be a good race.
Absolutely, buddy. We appreciate you running the IndyCars. That's one of our biggest leagues right now, so we really appreciate it.
Yep, there's going to be big things coming next season. Scheduled release is going to be next Tuesday, an hour before our Indy Oval, and as soon as the season's over, the details will be released. Look for it to be, I'd say, twice as good as this year.
All right, man. Well, we thank you for racing with us. Are you going to be here for the super late models?
We will see. It depends on the time we're gonna start. My old ass has a hard time getting up at 4:30 in the morning, staying up this late.
Well, it'll be starting 9 p.m. Eastern, and the latest it'll go is to, probably 10:15, 10:20, something like that. So.
Well, you know me. I support all the PRA series, so I'm sure I'll run a few, one way or the other.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll get you, see you win one or two there.
Yeah, that's the goal. One in each series.
Yep, you are becoming. I said it before the late model stock race. You are becoming the Richard Petty of PRA iRacing. I mean, you have 71 starts now.
That just means I got too much time on my hands in the evenings.
Yeah, we appreciate you supporting everything, and we support you as well. And we thank you for everything you're doing. And I hope you have a great night and a good day. And see you next season, buddy.
Yep, thank you and the admins for putting this on for us to come out and have fun. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. My pleasure. Lance Sater on the podium.
2 weeks in a row.
Yep, 2 weeks in a row. You get a third place. I will say that the pass you made there on Austin on the final lap was a bit sketchy, but nobody crashed. So give us your thoughts, buddy. You had a little bit of issues with blinking.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what it was at first. I still have no idea what it was. I think my iRacing was just bugging out, but it came back around. Got in that one incident, pitted, and then just, I don't know, it was just a rocket ship after that.
Yeah, a lot of the incidents that was happening was because of the net code, and I think it had something to do with where you were blinking before that, and so I think that was a part of the issue of getting into people.
The first incident with me in the 73 was netcode. I went back and looked at the second one because I honestly had no idea what happened. And I looked at it. I got on the apron a little bit, got loose, came up a little bit, got into him. He went up, came back down, got in the quarter panel, and my car just sat there, and then he just went up into the wall. There was really nothing we could do there. Not the way that I would want to race somebody. That's not who I am. Exactly. That's the same thing with the pass on Austin. We were just sitting there talking about it, and it was a racing. It was like just a racing incident. I had the faster tires, the faster quote unquote faster car, and he said he tried to come down and block, and the door wasn't there.
Yep. I mean, we appreciate you still racing and keeping it as clean as possible.
Oh yeah, I try. I'm not the cleanest one out there, but I'll try to my damnedest to keep it clean.
Absolutely. And we'll officially give you the role of most improved in the late model stock series this season. Congratulations on that. I think you would have had a higher points position if you had made the first race of the season.
Yeah, well, I was talking with one of my buddies earlier. I'm like, well, I didn't know the season had even started until USA. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I try to communicate in the whole thing everywhere on our social media, here on the Discord. I go to the iRacing Discord. We got our own threads in the league channels there. So I've tried to post everything everywhere to try to keep everybody informed. But we appreciate you being here. And
hey, at least this season I didn't have my computer bug out on me like I did last season.
Absolutely. Also, also, are you going to join us for the Super Late Model Series?
I do plan on it. I'm going to do a lot of work because I'm not the best at those cars, so I'm going to do a lot of work in the off season and try to get a lot better.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you for coming to the PRA Short Track Extravaganza.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next season.
See you next season.
All right, folks. Well, there you have it. There's the season done. And so we want to say congratulations to the champions of this season. Austin LeBlanc is the champion for the Asphalt Assault Series. And Nick Baum, is the official champion for the late model stocks. We had a little bit of a review going on the last restart, so I want to be perfectly clear about what all was going on there. We were trying to see if Nick Baum had jumped the restart, and really there's nothing in the rules that states that it's on the leader or on green. So next season we will clarify that better. I apologize for missing that on the rules. So that being said, Nick Baum is the official winner at Bristol Motor Speedway, his home track, and he's the official champion of the PRA Late Model Stock Series Season 2. Thank you all for watching PRA Network 2. I am your host, Justin Phoenix, also known as Justin May. We will see you next season in the Super Late Model Series coming in July. We're going to take the month of June off. I'm going to run some other events with some buddies of mine and just take a month off to relax on Monday nights and actually play some games. So we thank you for watching, everybody that joined. Just keep an eye on our Discord. Keep an eye on our social media. We'll keep everybody informed on what's going on. We'll have events posted on our Facebook, events posted on our Twitter. You can find us anywhere. PRA Network, PRA Updates on Twitter, PRA Updates on Facebook. Also, Prodigy Racing Association, the group page on Facebook. You can find us everywhere on every social media. Prodigy Racing Association. And so, for everybody watching, and for PRA, I am Justin Phoenix. So long, and see you.